Before listen to this breakfast time story, I want you to read these two questions. First of all, why did the speaker go to the shop? And the second one, what happened at home while he was at the shop? Let's listen and then to know the
Page
answer of these two
12.
questions.
Exercise 1. 1.2. Listen to this breakfast time story and answer these questions.
Last week was a school holiday, so I woke up late every day. This morning, when I got up, my parents and my brothers and sisters were having breakfast. My mother and father were talking, and my brothers and sisters were drinking tea and eating bread and cheese. My mother made me some tea. "There's no bread left," my mum said. "Can you go to the shop to get some?" "Sure, Mum," I said, and ran out of the house. I was hungry. I bought the last loaf of bread in the shop, paid and left. While I was walking home, I met two of my neighbours. They were standing and chatting. "Hi," one of them said. "You're in a hurry?" "I'm hungry," I explained. "I came to buy some bread." I got back home. There was no one at the table. I sat down, cut a piece of bread, and reached for the cheese. I couldn't believe it. It was all gone.
Okay. After listening, what are the answers? Why did the speaker go to the shop? Why did this young man go to the shop? Because there is no bread left and he has gone to the shop to bring some bread. And what happened at home while he was at the shop at breakfast time? His family ate everything and there was nothing left. He didn't find anything at the table.
Page 12.
Okay. Let's talk about past simple. In grammar, we must know about tenses. Two main things. The first one about its form and the second one about its usage. The first one, past simple form, in statements for regular verbs, we use the base form and with ed at the end, with all the pronouns. Like I walked to school, he walked to school. So the main verb walk, we add ed. Irregular verbs do not follow this rule. She caught the bus to school. He drank 3 cups of coffee. There is a list of irregular verbs on page 95 and 96. You can see them. We have a lot of irregular verbs in English, and also we have many regular verbs. In negative statements, we use didn't with the base form to make negative statements. So, in negative statements, we say, I didn't walk to school, and this is the base form of walk. I didn't walk to school, and she didn't catch the bus. Also, catch is the base form of caught. Caught is the second and third form. In questions and short answers, also we use the auxiliary verb did with the base form with the questions and short answers. Like, did you walk to school? Did you walk to school? The answer is going to be short because we don't have here a question word. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. That's enough. The subject and the auxiliary verb did. Or no, I didn't. No, I didn't. We must put not with no. Where do we use it and its meaning? We use the past simple for completed past actions. Completed past actions. Like, I walked to school this morning. I walked to school this morning. Completed past actions. Okay. The second one, we have past continuous and its form for statements, questions, and negative forms. We use the past symbol of the verb to be. Verb to be we have with he, she, it, we have was. And with the rest, like I, you, we, and they, we have were. So with the past symbol of the verb be, with the ing form of the statements, questions, and negative. Let's see some questions or some examples about statements My neighbors were chatting in the street. So we use the past symbol of the verb to be, and the main verb we add ing. We were chatting. In questions, we begin with question word. What were you doing yesterday afternoon? What were you doing? We put the simple past of the verb to be, and then the subject, and then the main verb adding ing. And in negative forms, the same past symbol of the verb to be, but we add not. So we say, I wasn't watching TV. He wasn't watching TV. They weren't watching TV. In short answers, also, were you watching TV? Were you watching TV? Yes, we were. Yes, we were. Or, no, we weren't. Again, not with no. And was he playing football? Was he playing football? Yes, he was. Or no, he wasn't. How can we make ing forms? To make ing form, we add ing to the base form, like watch, it becomes watching, work, it becomes working, and we take e of the base form and add ing, like live, or live, sorry. Live, here we have e at the end, so we cancel it and then add ing. It becomes living. Also cycle, here we have e. We cancel it and then add ing, cycling. And if we have a vowel sound before the consonant, we double the final consonant and add ing. Like here, chat. A is a vowel and T is a consonant, so we double the consonant and add ing. Chat, it is chatting. Travel, also it is a vowel and then we have a consonant. We double the L and add ing. Travel, traveling. Where do we use the past continuous for? First of all, activities which started before the main action. Activities which started before the main action. Like when I woke up, it was raining. So it was raining, then I woke up. This is the main action, and this one was before. I saw an accident while I was walking to school. I saw an accident while I was walking to school. Also, the first one, I was walking to school, and then I saw an accident. Also, the second main uses of past continuous is when we have past actions or events in progress. When we have past actions or events in progress, like we were watching TV at 10 o'clock yesterday. We were watching TV at 10 o'clock yesterday. Okay. Now, after this, I want you to read this extract about the voice we have listened to and to try to answer or to correct the verbs between brackets after reading it. I will read it for you. Last week we have the verb to be, was or were a school holiday. So I wake up late every day. This morning when I get up, my family have breakfast. My mother and father talk, and my brothers and sisters drink tea and eat bread and cheese. My mother make me some tea. I buy the last loaf of bread in the shop, pay and leave, while, we have while, and after while, the main verb is in past continuous. While I walk home, I meet two of my neighbors. They stand and chat. This is the extract. I want you try to correct the verbs between brackets while you are listening to the story. While you are listening to the story. Correct them.
Page 12. Exercise 1. 1.2. Listen to this breakfast time story and answer these questions.
Last week was a school holiday, so I woke up late every day. This morning, when I got up, my parents and my brothers and sisters were having breakfast. My mother and father were talking, and my brothers and sisters were drinking tea and eating bread and cheese. My mother made me some tea. "There's no bread left," my mum said. "Can you go to the shop to get some?" "Sure, Mum," I said, and ran out of the house. I was hungry. I bought the last loaf of bread in the shop, paid and left. While I was walking home, I met two of my neighbours. They were standing and chatting. "Hi," one of them said. "You're in a hurry?" "I'm hungry," I explained. "I came to buy some bread." I got back home. There was no one at the table. I sat down, cut a piece of bread, and reached for the cheese. I couldn't believe it. It was all gone.
Okay, after listening, I want to do this exercise with you. First of all, last week, be a school holiday. In the simple past, we use either was or were. So, the correct answer is was. Last week was a school holiday. So, I wake up late every day. This is a past action. So, also we say woke. I woke up late every day. This morning, when I get up, also it becomes got in the past simple, and it is irregular like woke. It is irregular verb. My family have breakfast. My family, it is one family, so, and the verb was in progress, so we put it in past continuous. My family was, it is singular, and the verb have, we have E at the end, we cancel it and then add ing. My family was having breakfast. My mother and father, they are two. They are two. So we put was or were. Sure, we put were. And the main verb talk, it becomes talking. They were talking. And my brothers and sisters also, they are group. They were or was, they were. They were drinking, also we add ing, drinking tea, and we can say were eating or eating bread and cheese. My mother make me some tea. It is a past action, so we say made. Also, it is irregular, made, irregular. I buy the last loaf of bread in the shop. A past action, and the buy, it becomes bought. Also, irregular verb. I bought the last loaf of bread in the shop. Pay and leave. Pay and leave. They are also in the past, so we say paid. It is not regular, it is irregular, paid. And leave, also it is irregular, it becomes left. And left. While, here we have while, it combines between two main sentences. One of them was in progress and the other is a past action. So here we say, after a while I was walking. Also we add ing. I was walking home. I met two of my neighbors. I met two of my neighbors. It is irregular verb. The last one, They stand and chat. What were they doing? They were in progress. They were standing and chatting. So it is in past continuous. They were standing and chatting. It means talking in a friendly way. Talking in a friendly way. So this is about simple past and past continuous. I hope you have understood it. And the last one, I want you
Page 12.
to work in pairs or groups. Talk about what these people were doing at 10 o'clock yesterday morning. What they were doing at 10 o'clock yesterday morning. You may have to use your imagination to make a guess. Make a guess. What was your mother doing at 10 o'clock yesterday morning? What was your mother doing at 10 o'clock yesterday morning? Perhaps she was cooking or she was preparing breakfast. Try to use your imagination. We have 4 main questions. What were or what was your mother or father doing? B, what was one of your brothers or sisters doing? C, what was one of your teachers doing? And D, what was your friend doing? Think and make an answer. Okay. I have some answers for you. My father was having breakfast. My father was having breakfast. It is past continuous because at this time, at 10 o'clock yesterday morning, this verb was in, or this action was in progress. So my father was having breakfast. My brother or sister was driving his car. He was driving his car. C, my teacher was teaching a lesson. Yesterday morning, because it was Sunday, we have a school and she was teaching a lesson. And the last one, my friend was playing basketball. My friend was playing basketball. It is also in progress. Okay. At the end, here we have to learn some pronunciation about and to differentiate between E and or A. E or A. Before we listen, we must choose between these words. What does he spell? What is he spelling? Is he going to spell left or left? Left, it means elevator, and left, it is opposite of right. Eat or ate, big or big, tin or ten, win or when, sit or set. Listen carefully and then we will choose the word.
Page 12. Exercise 4. 1.3. Listen and choose which word you hear. A.
Left, left.
B.
8, 8.
C.
Big, big.
D.
10, 10.
E.
When, when.
F.
Sit, sit.
Okay. Let's listen again and then we will choose the correct word, me and you. Let's listen for the second time. And to choose.
Page 12. Exercise 4.
Okay, we will going to choose between left and left. What is the correct answer? It is left. And B, the correct answer is 8 or 8. It is 8. C, what is it? C, big or bag? It is big. D, it is 10. E, it is when. And the last one, it is sit. The last one, it is sit. Can we listen again?
Exercise 4. 1.3. Listen and choose which word you hear. A.
Left, left.
So it is left. It is correct.
B.
8, 8.
Also, this one is correct. R, A.
C.
Big, big.
C, big.
D.
10,
D,
10.
10.
E.
E,
When,
this one.
When.
Also correct.
F.
sit, sit.
And the last one was correct also. It is sit. So all our choices were correct. Okay. The last one.
Page 12.
Last exercise. I want you to listen and repeat the words in sentences, not alone.
Page
in
12.
sentences.
Exercise 5. 1.4. Now listen and repeat the words in sentences. A.
There was no bread left.
There is no bread left.
B.
My brother ate the rice.
My brother ate the rice.
C.
Lunch is not usually a big meal.
Lunch is not usually a big deal.
D.
10 people came to dinner.
10 people came
E.
to dinner.
When do you have breakfast?
When do you have breakfast?
F.
Let's sit outside the cafe.
Let's sit outside the cafe. So, at the end of our lesson, you have to differentiate between E and A. And now I want to say to you goodbye and see you.